Wanted to make a quick video before the sleep, bro. It's pretty late, but you know what? I don't understand. I don't think a lot of men understand why it's important to get rich, man. There's a whole lot of reasons why you should become wealthy, rich, successful. And I think a lot of dudes don't understand what it takes to become a rich, successful individual. There's a whole lot of reasons why you should be rich. Now, when I make some of my self-improvement videos, a lot of dudes don't want to, they don't want to listen to it, or they don't want to click on it. They don't want to click on the video. I get low views and stuff, but it's just like, when I talk about female nature and I talk about women hitting the wall, I get a lot of views, you see what I'm saying? Which is, you know, female nature does exist, man. You see what I'm saying? Female nature does exist, and it's just nothing we can really do about it. But just one thing, you know, the one thing that you can really do something about female nature is become rich, bro. I just think like being well off, you know, being in control of your future, being in control of your destiny is so important, especially if you're a black man. When you're black and poor, you're more likely to face discrimination. You're most likely to become victimized. You see what I'm saying? And your kids will face a whole lot of, you know, your kids are gonna face a whole lot of turmoil too, man. Your kids are gonna face bad times. Your kids are gonna fucking struggle like you did. You know, your kids are gonna be poor like you did. You're just gonna continue the cycle if you do not get out here and hustle and get rich. Now, I'm on a get rich tip, bro. I'm not gonna be doing YouTube forever, okay? Because I feel like YouTube is just a fucking stepping stone just so I can get rich. You see what I'm saying? And getting rich is not a easy thing, man. There's a whole lot of sacrifice and self-control that you have to do in order to be successful and rich. You're gonna have to give up everything to get there, really. I mean, there's no if, ands, and buts about it. You're gonna have to sacrifice, work hard, dedicate yourself to your craft. You know what I'm saying? And don't give up. Don't get distracted easily. And you can do it, man. I've seen other men do it, man. You can do it too. It's just a lot of us, man, we get distracted by stupid shit. So therefore, we lose track of what our purpose here on earth is. Now, when you think about it, a lot of us, you know, I know if a lot of us are poor, or if a lot of us came up poor, that has to be some type of suffering involved in that. Okay, there has to be some type of suffering involved in being poor, and at some point you're gonna have to change. You're gonna have to, you know, change what you're doing in life so you can be rich. Now, if you ain't rich now, you know what I'm saying, you're doing something wrong. You're not figuring it out. You're not figuring out what I need to do in order to be successful. That's why it's better to like study rich people, because if rich people are doing this, you're gonna have to do it too. You gotta mimic and shadow rich people. That's what I've been doing, bruh. I've been learning from female. Well, what am I saying? I'm tired, man. Um, I've been learning from the internet. Been learning on YouTube about how rich people think, bruh. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of thinking like a poor man. I'm tired of not being able to have, I mean, not being able to have my life go the way I want it to go. And I'm tired of having control. I'm not having control over my destiny and my life, including my dating life. Dude, out here, my dating life sucks in the US. It could be just my area where I live at too. You see what I'm saying? But for the most part, my fucking l- dating life sucks. You know, and if I move to a different spot, in if I move to a different spot in the US, it probably still would suck. Probably not as much because, California is like a different country, compared to all the other states in the US. You see what I'm saying? California is like a fucking different country. And that's what I'm saying. Like women are totally different here than they are in other states. You see what I'm saying? So so no, and another thing, man, like when you're not successful, it's easy for other men to fucking victimize you. It's easy for other men to fucking take what you have. And it's easy for women to reject you. You see what I'm saying? So at one point, you're gonna have to change your ways so you can become rich. Think about it, man. Like at one point, look. If I'm doing music, right? If I want to do music, because I had music equipment back in the day, and my shit got lost. Okay, at one point, I'm gonna have to recover that music equipment. Okay, at one point in my life, I'm gonna have to go back and get that music equipment. At one point in my life, I'm gonna have to get disciplined and sacrifice so I can get that music equipment. I can't keep running from that shit, so I'm saying, my whole entire life. At one point, you're gonna have to do it. So I'm saying, you can't keep running on that goddamn hamster wheel your whole entire life. I'm trying to look, dude. I'm trying to create a new energy to this channel. My self improvement videos do not get a whole lot of views. And then, see, the thing is, when you get old, or when you get to be 50 or 60 years old, bro, then you're gonna look back and say, you know what, Kelcat was right. Maybe I should have fucking just saved my money and invested, and I probably wouldn't be in the situation that I'm in right now. You see what I'm saying? But when it comes to the average Negro, okay, and I was talking about some black men, not all black men, but some black men. A lot of black men do not want more out of life. I have came in contact with a few black men in my life. A lot of black men in my life. A lot of them, the ones I came in contact with, they didn't want anything more out of life. That was it. You see what I'm saying? They didn't want anything more out of life. And you put yourself in a fucking, what the fuck? I'm about to be back with part two with this, man. My bad. Okay, so lately, yeah, like I said before, man, lately I just been looking at a lot of like, you know, saving and investing videos. You know what I'm saying? Just soaking up game and knowledge from a lot of these people who upload these videos. I just think a lot of things are being overlooked because of laziness, and um, a lot of dudes don't understand how important saving and investing really is. I mean, just the right moves can like set you up for life. You see what I'm saying? And see, the thing is, a lot of this stuff is not taught in the black community. In the black community, man, this shit is not. I mean, it's not promoted, bro. You see what I'm saying? You're promoted to be poor. It's promoted to be, you know, not the thing to do. You know what I'm saying? It's to fuck off your money on stupid, useless shit that has no value. You see what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will pay $300 for some sneakers and shit, and thinking that they're the coolest motherfucker around. But you gotta understand, them fucking, you know, them fucking sneaks. You feel me? You see what I'm saying? You know, them fucking snakes will wear out after a while. Shit. You feel me? You know? Hold on one second. So, I mean, like I said, man, our moms did a terrible job in our lives. If you was raised by a single mother, okay, she didn't teach you the fucking importance of saving and investing. Because what happens is when you are brought up by a single mother, your mother is not going to know what it is to save and invest because she doesn't have to, because she has men coming to her rescue, or she has like Uncle Sam, the government, coming to her rescue 100% of the time. You know what I'm saying? Like being on welfare and shit like that. That shit is not good for you at all. Being on welfare is not being, it's, especially if you are abusing it, you know what I'm saying? It's not good for you at all. And, you're basically dependent on somebody else to give you a paycheck without you doing that much or doing anything for it. You see what I'm saying? So, like, your mom is not going to teach you, the right thing to do because she's been taught the way she was taught, you know what I'm saying? Which is being, you know, a woman, basically. So I'm saying she was taught to be a woman, you know, to think with her emotions. See, and she cannot, you know, teach her son to be logical and reasoning. She cannot teach her son to be disciplined because she doesn't have it. So I'm saying she can only teach her son how to be emotional, to think with his emotions, to make decisions based on emotion and not logic and reasoning. The reason why us men have to use logic and reasoning is because there's no forgiveness for men when we fuck up. There's no mercy for men when we fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So we have to use the logical and most reasoning thing to do. Now think about it, man. Dr. Dre, let's talk about Dr. Dre for a minute, okay? Dr. Dre, he wouldn't be a billionaire if he wasn't saving and investing his money. He would have been another broke producer, okay, that probably had a few hits, and he probably would have fucking like got broke if he was just going around spending recklessly. You see what I'm saying? he thought in his head like, nah, I want to invest my money in some headphones. Or I want to invest my money in some Apple. I'm gonna take this money and I'm gonna invest it so I can get the benefits from it later and down the line. You know what I'm saying? Because what happens is with other rappers, what happens is they get this money. You see what I'm saying? And then they go spend it on flashy jewelry shit that just don't make no goddamn sense and it doesn't hold the value. You know what I'm saying? When rich people buy something, blood, they want to know how long this is going to last, and and how much value it's going to give them. You know what I'm saying? In the long run, they're not thinking about the short term shit. Buying flashy cars and jewelry and shit like that. That's short term shit that depreciate with value. You see, that's how the rich mind thinks. Every time you buy something, okay, every time you buy something, you're thinking in your head like, you know, is this going to give me long term, value, or is it going to give me short term value? And if it's short term value, man, then they're not going to buy it. You see what I'm saying? But if it's something that they can retrieve in the long run, like an investment, make an investment and get it in the long run, then they'll do that. See what I'm saying? But a lot of dudes, they haven't been taught that. Especially a lot of black men, see what I'm saying, haven't been taught that. So that's why we live the worst lives, man, because we're not knowing that saving and investing and becoming rich can make our lives a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us struggle in the dating market. We struggle buying things in the stores and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's there to fucking teach you these things. You see what I'm saying? So you move through life, you know, not being taught these things because you're surrounded by women and people who just don't want any more out of life. You see what I'm saying? And then they talk down on people who want more out of life. So, so that way, you know, other people will start to believe it. You see what I'm saying? And then you'll start to believe it. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, well, it's time to start changing the way you do things because what we're doing as poor people, working people who work for somebody else, is not working. It's not working. So I see a lot of guys on the internet complaining about women and stuff, but they're not trying, you know what I'm saying? They're not making an effort to try to change that situation, get rich. You see what I'm saying? Get the money and then get the power. You see what I'm saying? And then, what I mean? They're not trying to change that fucking reality because the reality is that a lot of us haven't crossed that finish line to success. We got to be honest. We haven't crossed that finish line. You see what I'm saying? Like I said before, man, I make self improvement videos. Nobody shows up. And then they wonder why females don't like them. So I'm saying I have to throw that in there because that's connected to the females. You see what I'm saying? You and your laziness, that's connected to the females because being lazy will for sure, you know, it will for sure you a unhappy life in all fucking goddamn areas, not just in the women department, but also, what I'm saying, in the work department, in the fucking fancy things, material possessions, what I'm saying, a department. You see what I'm saying? It's just like a really, really like unhappy life. You're just gonna live like an unfulfilling life for the rest of your life. You see what I'm saying? Well, what I'm trying to do is, man, I'm looking up game and knowledge on the internet and I'm bringing it back to this channel. You know, I'm bringing it back to this channel to share with you guys. You see what I'm saying? And I just want to feed off people's energy also because I'm trying to create energy. I'm trying to ignite energy. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of guys are just not into getting rich. I mean, I seen this one guy come on there, um, get up on here. One of my subscribers say he just don't care about getting rich. I'm like, okay, well, are you at least well off? You know what I'm saying? Are you at least making a few 100,000 a year, maybe like 300,000, 400,000 a year? If you're doing that, that's fine. Shit, if you're just comfortable with that and you got a pension, you know what I'm saying, for retirement, then okay, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the times, dude, that motherfuckers who don't have really good jobs with pensions, they get to be 60 years old and they don't have a pension to fall back on. So therefore, most of the time, dudes who don't have good jobs, you know what I'm saying, most of the time when they get to be 60, they lose their job, they're on the streets. They don't have a retirement fund, they don't have a 401k, they don't have nothing saved up in the bank. So therefore, they end up on the streets because, like I said before, work discrimination, um, discrimination in the workplace when it comes to age is real. You see what I'm saying? They start discriminating against you after 60 years old, man. You see what I'm saying? They stop discriminating against you. I mean, they start discriminating against you because of your age. So therefore, it's going to be nearly impossible to find work. So you want to have a few $1 million in the bank, man. You see what I'm saying? You know, when I say a few $1 million, but it's because I'm thinking big. I'm thinking big. You know what I mean. So, um, and that's it, man. That's it. I'm gonna have to let this channel. I gotta go to sleep, man, because I can't make this fucking video. I'm stuttering and shit because I'm tired. You guys have a good night. Subscribe, like, comment. I'm out. Donate if you can. I'm out.